The skies over Alvoria Prime burned crimson. Once a peaceful trade hub and proud ally of Earth, the Alvorians never saw it coming. The Galactic Council had passed a decree in secret. Alliances with humans were to be terminated permanently. Without warning, Council dreadnoughts descended from orbit, reducing cities to molten ash in seconds. 10 billion souls cried out, and then fell silent. The news reached Earth 12 minutes later. Within 10, the Terran Strategic Command went dark. No speeches, no declarations. Only a cold, calculating silence as ancient protocols were awakened. Protocols written for a day just like this. Above Earth, the orbital shipyards shimmered to life. Automated systems purred as if they'd been waiting. Deep within the asteroid belt, hangars opened and something old and terrible emerged. They were the Titans, Colossus-class dreadnoughts, the size of continents, forged during the silent wars and mothballed after Earth's rise as a peaceful power. Now they answered the call once more. Fleet Admiral Naira Voss stood at the viewing deck of the TSV Retribution, the lead Titan. Her uniform bore no medals. Earth no longer celebrated war. But today was different. The Alvorians sheltered us when no one else would, she said, her voice a whisper. The Council made their choice. Beside her, Tactical AI Unit Demon responded. 78 warships from Council fleets are converging at Alvoria Prime. Interception within 32 minutes. Voss nodded. Then we intercept in 28. She turned to her command crew. All stood at attention, not out of fear but fury. Humanity had evolved, yes. But the galaxy seemed to forget what it had evolved from. Launch all Titans, she ordered. Full burn. No mercy. The Council had underestimated Earth. It always had. To them, humans were the scrappy newcomers. A race of primitives who'd risen too fast, asked too many questions, and wielded too much chaos. But what the Council never understood was that humanity didn't conquer because it wanted to. It conquered because it had to. The old Earth had been a crucible of extinction events, world wars, and near-apocalyptic collapses. Those who survived weren't the strongest, they were the most relentless. And when that relentlessness was combined with compassion, you got an ally like Earth. And if you betrayed that ally, you got extinction. The Retribution dropped from FTL just beyond Alvoria's shattered orbit. Council warships loomed ahead, sleek, elegant vessels, designed for intimidation. Broadcast on all channels, Voss said. The comms officer nodded. A holographic image flickered to life, High Chancellor Velrix of the Council. His reptilian features sneered. You arrived too late, human. Your allies are ash. Submit, and Earth may yet survive. Voss stared at him in silence. Then, she nodded once. The signal cut. Fire. In the seconds that followed, the universe learned a lesson. Earth's vengeance was not loud. It was surgical. For Titans spread out information. Thousands of coil guns, plasma lances, rail arrays, and singularity torpedoes roared to life in eerie synchrony. Council ships fired back, but their weapons glanced off the Titan's armor like sparks off stone. Council admirals screamed orders. It didn't matter. The Retribution's main gun fired once. Just once, and a moon-sized cruiser vanished. Its mass imploded into a singularity the size of a baseball. On another front, the TSV Dauntless unleashed an AI-controlled drone swarm, each drone carrying enough payload to level a continent. The Council fleet collapsed within 9 minutes. 9. By the 10th minute, the surviving Council flagship tried to retreat. Demon reported, vessel attempting FTL. Target locked. Voss raised a brow. Message. You started this. She paused, then added, append. We finish it. The final blast vaporized the flagship before its FTL engines engaged. Silence returned to space, but it was a different kind of silence. A final silence. Back on Earth, the UN Assembly met in stunned disbelief. Many had feared Earth's pacifism had made it soft. Now they knew better. A single video clip circulated through every channel in the galaxy. Voss, silent, watching from her bridge as the last Council ship burned. No threats, no speeches, just the cold reality of vengeance. New species that once doubted humanity now sent envoys not to challenge, but to join. Earth's fleet didn't ask for tribute. It asked for truth. For peace. But peace born from strength. From memory. From pain. Weeks later, a small shuttle arrived at the ruins of Alvoria Prime. Voss herself descended onto the blackened soil. Around her, teams began restoring what little could be saved, rebuilding from ash. She knelt where the Alvorian Senate once stood. "I'm sorry we were late," she said quietly. Demon's voice came through softly. "You weren't late. You were right on time." She stood and looked to the stars. The council had thought themselves eternal. But humans had always known. Nothing survives vengeance.